Warning, the following program may contain strong language, as well as adult or controversial themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to another Around the Grid bi-weekly. I'm your host, Zack. With me, I have the amazing Zella Fantastic.
Hello.
Hi, Zella. And of course, our fantastic Katheryn Llewellyn. And it's been a while since we've had the full panel here, and I just love it. I love having a full panel. But, well, let's get right into the news. There are a few news for this time. First, we start with Second Life University. There's a new video on bug reports and JIRA tips by Kyle Linden, the head of QA, I believe, for Second Life. Yeah, the QA manager. He's covering JIRA, how to report a bug or feature request, and the bug tracker. These should be interesting lessons for the Second Life University. Have you girls been watching the videos?
I've been trying to keep up with them.
Yeah, mostly I do on the Abby ones, not on the bug tracker stuff, because I don't use the Second Life viewer, so it doesn't feel like it applies to me necessarily, because I'm using FIRESTORM all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but some of the tips are not only for the viewer, and the fact is, if you correct some of the stuff on the viewer, you end up correcting it on FIRESTORM as well because they use.
Yeah, you do, because for the past few days, my frame rate is so good.
That's good. That is great.
Yeah, I was impressed with that. My frame rate has been decent.
Oh, that's actually great news there. I have had pretty good frame rate lately. I hope it sticks around.
Me too.
In more news, we have for the Linden Lab viewer, the profiles viewer has reached the release candidate status in 7 years, after about 3 years of development. It's been a long time. They started the Legacy Profiles project in June 2019, and now it's actually on the release candidate. This means there's some changes coming up, most likely, to the profile floater. The additional features are making it easier to work. This is something I noticed on the NowGRID blog, and we have a couple of pictures here. They don't show much, but it's an example of how it's viewed by us and how it's viewed by whoever looks at our profile. There's new buttons on the top, there's new drop downs with options, and certain actions that can be taken. I think it could be a good update.
It's nice to update that, but to be honest, no one reads it. Only old school people read it. I've noticed that the new school people never bothered to read my profile.
It is a pity. I am a profile perv. Whenever I get into a sim, I'm gonna read everyone's profile.
I like to read profiles too.
It's kind of a way to check if the person you may be going and having a conversation with is interesting or not, or could be interested on a conversation with you.
I had that happen to me today. Somebody just pinged me out of nowhere and said, "Oh, you're so pretty," and I was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of video editing." And if they had read my profile, they would have known I have an SL YouTube and then a blog and all this other stuff going on, right? But no, they didn't even bother. They wanted me to drop everything, pay attention to them, and invite them over like I was gonna, I was one of those people who
Yeah,
just
no.
drops everything for a guy. And I'm not. I've never been that kind of woman. I don't care how handsome or how nice you are to me. If 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 I'm in the middle of doing a job or something, I'll be happy. I'll tell you, listen, I'm distracted. I'm in the middle of video editing. But once I'm done, I'll be happy to talk to you. You know? But no, that was not enough for this guy. This guy wanted full drop down attention like he was the center of the universe. I'm like, yeah, if you're
Right
that
now.
narcissistic, I don't need you.
Yeah, no. No, profiles are a good way to kind of filter out if you want to talk to someone or not.
Now, is this profile change going to affect all viewers or just the Second Life viewer?
For now, it's the Linden Lab viewers, the viewer, but it's like everything else. The remaining viewers are going to pick it up.
It floats downward.
Okay.
Kind of becomes standard on something.
Do any of you use that 3D, not 3D, the 360 pictures? There was such
I
a
have
big deal about it, but I haven't seen a single person really use them anymore.
Well,
There's somebody
Go on, Zella. Sorry.
there's somebody that I follow on Facebook, and they are always posting the 360 photos on their Facebook. It is interesting, but I've not used it.
Yeah, the 360 photos rely on just the regular photo coming from Second Life, from the viewer. I do the same thing as I do when I'm recording video. I use reshade, put it on, and reshade then lets you take basically a screenshot, and I use that as a photo. So when I take photos, that's how I do it. It wouldn't work for the 360.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but I bet there's people who use it. Who knows?
I haven't been checking Flickr lately, so I don't know if it's a big thing on Flickr or not. I have to look.
Yeah. Well, more news. Now for the Firestorm viewer, Firestorm maintenance refresh is out. It was released on July 25th. I don't know if any of you are using it already. This,
Yes.
yeah, this one includes the MFA release update, which rolled a multi-factor authentication to the viewer, which is
That is nice. I just did that today, and it made me feel so much safer, especially because of the fact that I was hacked a few weeks ago.
yeah.
Now, has anybody here had to re-enter all of their information? Because someone had reported they had to re-enter their password, and if you forget your password, you can lose your account. And I just want to make sure that no one's having that issue.
I haven't had that issue,
Okay.
so I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
There is another little bug that I've noticed a couple of people say since they've downloaded the viewer change or the update, and that is their friends sometimes will appear offline, or they'll go offline to their friends if they teleport to another location. And then apparently if you do like a browser cache thing and you restart, it fixes the issue. But I don't know how widespread that is yet.
Okay, that is a strange one. And for anyone watching, if you have that issue, let us know. We'd actually would like to know how widespread that is. Good point.
It tends. I've noticed at Firestorm in general, every time they do a new viewer, there's always a couple of things here and there, but and that's why I've noticed a lot of my friends who use Firestorm like me, we wait a couple of weeks before we change up. I'm an
Yeah.
early adopter because I only waited 2 or 3 days before I changed up. But I was actually relieved because of the multi-factor incorporation. I think that was really good because of what happened to me. But
Yeah,
you know, that's what it is.
yeah. I think the thing with Firestorm is, as you know, they use as a base, of course, the Linden Lab viewer, and it all depends also on the version they're using. So if they're using a version that is still not the stable version, it could happen that any kind of development that they are adding to it could not be completely stable.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? Okay, we have more. Now, for in-world events, the Second Life Renaissance Festival dates and details have been published. The event was going to start on September 23rd and end on October 4th, if I'm not mistaken. The theme is the Silk Road. The event will be across multiple regions or kingdoms, and they are currently accepting registrations for special event sponsorship, merchants, and role-play packages. As for merchants, and this is one of the things that I think is important to also mention, all sales, all merchant fees are donated 100% to the American Cancer Association as part of the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer project. So I think that is an important one. I wanted to leave that very clear there. Looking forward to this one. This sounds like a good one.
I was part of it last year, and because I was a caregiver to a cancer survivor, they gave me an opportunity to be queen for a day. And as queen for the day, I get to wear the crown, and the crowd would greet me when I entered any arena, and they gave me the full treatment, and I got to design a little space just set up for um, what the cause means to me and my family, and it was a really nice experience. The people there are just wonderful.
That sounds like a great experience indeed.
Yes, exciting.
It is very.
Very exciting. Oh, and I just realized a really good friend of mine, she's done this music festival
Mm-hmm.
called the C Project, which is C for Cancer, and she her fundraising all goes to also the American Cancer Society, and she's going to be potentially doing a music festival for the weekend, um, for the C Project, coming up sometime in August. So I will make sure you guys get a heads up as to her lineup and what the activities are. Or actually, not even August. It may be
Yes.
October, actually. But I'll keep you in the loop on that because that could be a really fun event. They've done two sea festivals already, and both of them were done in some really beautifully decorated sims with really cool October themed stuff. So it could be a really exciting chance to just cut a rug and listen to great music, but also get dressed up for Halloween and have some fun.
It sounds
Definitely,
like fun.
and it does sound like a great chance. Don't forget to tell us when, so we can also keep people informed. Now, also on the same wavelength, the SL Sci-Fi Expo also has its dates and details published for October 14th to 23rd, and the theme is Voyage to the Stars. And they promise to carry visitors aboard the Nexus, a mobile space station, and one of the crowning jewels of the United Earth Council fleet. They're also looking for special event sponsorship, not the merchants. I clearly was updating that one because they're very similar, and I ended up screwing it up. They are looking for exhibitors, events, and performers, and bloggers. All donations for the SL Sci-Fi Expo also go 100% to the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer project. Because they were connected, clearly my brain did not check what I was writing.
We forgive you, Zack.
Yes, thank you. On regular news, that is pretty much it. Apart from a tiny note here that I have. First of all, I'd like to welcome back Daniel Voyager to the fold. He is back to his blog, and I'm so thankful because he's the source to a lot of extra content that you can go for. And on that extra content, Daniel has noticed one thing regarding the BELLISSERIA and the SATORI expansions. The continents seem to be kind of merging, getting together very close. The tip of the New Brook continent is kind of reaching the new SATORI continent. So I'm curious to see if they're going to actually make a connection there, so you can use the boats and all of that to travel around.
That would be really interesting.
Yes.
Like a secondary Blake. That would be really great, actually.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
I think the whole thing is also very close to the Blake Sea. So it would be interesting to see a connection between all of those.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who love sailing in it, so a lot. It's huge.
There are. Thank you, really. Yes.
Before we move on from the
Yes.
events, I have one more to mention. I'll get some information on it to you. It's the Spoonful of Sugar event, and it begins on September 8th, and it is to support Doctors Without Borders.
Ooh,
Okay, awesome.
exciting.
Yeah. So as soon as I have more information, I'll make sure to pass it on to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Zella.
You're welcome.
We will get more information on a Spoonful of Sugar. Now, that was in regular news. In sports news, last time we had a full roster on the sports news. Last time we had a full roster on the sports news. This time I had to actually keep something out because I did not have time to edit it properly, but I will make a bit of a point or mention it, of course. But first of all, in golf, yes, the first annual Golf Open is happening yesterday and today, 29th and 30th, on the Golden Palm Golf. The green screen is, of course,
Zella, you look
amazing
fabulous on
when
that
it comes to
poster.
golf. When it comes to golf, green screen is the best thing ever.
Yeah, I'm doing a bombing here and there in certain spots of this video.
I was when I picked the video that Nina sent with the course, I was just thinking this is going to be terrible for the green screen. But yes, that is for golf news, as you know as well, because we mentioned last week. The SLPGA is going to start next week on August 5th. We have the Deer Creek Golf Resort. There's the opening of the SLPGA. So I hope that one goes well. Now, on more sports news. Now for the FVA, the 2022 BGT Super Endurance entry list is now available. So here's a roster of new cars showing up. This for the Commando Academy. It's Lanxi and Regan Targaryen. Coming all the way from Germany. Phantom from US with Virgo Wolf and Jack Taylor. Then
Wow.
us from the US with Razzie Sorbet, and Becky Acker.
It's like looking at car candy. You just want every single one.
Yes. The Usari
Yes.
Racing from Poland with Kernonova and Pasta Lopez. It's,
I love this one. That was my favorite.
Rock Rose from Belgium with Yves Well, and they're still looking for a second driver. Then there's the Bonetto Multi 21 GT with Ali Bennett and Kira Restrepo. They're doing great cars, really.
And I believe SI is the one who won the last round or last season.
I believe so, yes. Here's Carmona Silicon GT with Valky and Mariel Watkins coming all the way from Spain. Then, of course, Sigma Racing with Jesus Crisp and Nicole Dallas.
That name makes me giggle every time I think, Jesus Christ.
And Scuderia Sari, Candy Tomorrow and Donovan Mikalski. And that is what we have so far. We have made sure to include the new picture, the Rock Rose Racing GT Super Endurance car, and for the Scuderia Sari car. So they are included on the of course. And good luck to everyone on this Super Endurance, GT Super Endurance. We have more. Premier Wrestling is hiring for 3 new roles.
Ooh.
We are recruiting right now for a head of security, social media director, and content director. If you're interested in it, you should reach out to Morgana Bloodrose and check on these. We're also going to leave on the link on the description the links to the career application and the job titles. For sports, that is pretty much what we have, but I wanted to make sure I point out a couple of things. There have been some changes on the cycling rosters. At least a couple of cyclers that have moved up from the amateur listings to the professional listings. These were Nicutzi Bugsy from Romania and MEIICA from USA have been promoted to the professional category due to their performances. I have looked at all of the lists.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to both of them. I looked at both of the lists that Bill Jobs posted. I wanted to try to make them look better for the show and put them up, but I did not have the time. Sorry. So I am so very sorry. There's already a professional classification as well for July. I'm going to try to post it next time. I think for now that's what we have for sports. Now, for entertainment news, and again, let's keep it going so we can see if the fanfare does not We have two things. First of all, Premier Wrestling's Overload Season 14 has come to an end with Episode 8, with Danny retaining his heavyweight championship.
You go, Danny.
That was a very long episode, actually. I like those. They're very nice. Also, on entertainment news, giving over to Katheryn, Drama Libre presents Monsoon with DJ Ronaldo Debevac. What are you expecting on this one, Kat?
Lots of rain. lots of rain. Maybe some thunder. Who knows? It's gonna be. I can't wait to hear the music because They are so clever with their builds and their music. So I was told there was going to be a special wind light in place. So clearly they're bringing out all the stops to make it look just right. So I'm excited.
Wow. And you know where you can watch it? You go to Adventures Second Life, and you don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and leave a like on the stream that Kat is going to do at 8 p.m. Am I correct?
8
That is
p.m.
right.
And they are so sweet. They remind me every week to make sure that everybody knows that they love the fact that Around the Grid Weekly and Zella Fantastic, the fantastic blog, support Drama Libre.
Yes. And I wanted to leave also the note. Don't forget to go and visit both Zella's channel and Zella's blog. We will leave also links in the description, as always.
I appreciate that.
Now, that was the news, which was already quite a bit. And after the news, of course, we go for a stroll over the event. And this time we have 4 of them. Let's see what happens. And on this series of There Goes My Wallet, we start with Long Day. Long Day from July 26th to August 20th.
Oh, it literally just started.
Yeah, it really just started. And what we have, we start with what Nina is actually wearing. From Cherry Bunny, we have the Kayara top and Kayara jacket.
Oh, that's cute. I
Kayahara.
love that jacket. That jacket is hot.
It is very good. Please tell me that I have it. Let me just quickly make a quick change. It's not on loop. And we like things to be looping around these parts. Now this goes from 200 linden to 2500 for the fat pack. Fat pack being both the top and the jacket. But you can buy only the jacket as well as a fat pack for 1500. Same thing at the top.
That hollow version is so cute. I love it.
It is. Unfortunately, of course, it's available on the fat pack.
Only. It's a fat pack exclusive.
It is a fat pack exclusive. But it looks amazing. That is Cherry Bunny with the Kayahara top and jacket. Now, also at the Hongdae Club has the Veronica bodysuit. A nice and simple bodysuit, great for the beach, with a sexy print. They had a lot of things at the club stall. Seriously, this was not the only one. And all of them, incredible quality. So this one goes from $229 to $999. And finally, something Nina is also wearing, from Over, the Kyoko pants. These go from 280 to 700 linden for the fat pack. And just look comfy and sexy at the same time. Fortunately, available only for Legacy. This is for Hongdae from July 26th to August 20th. Now, we also have Planet 29. Let's make sure we loop things.
Oh, that one just opened too, today.
Also just opened. I told you, everything was done very much on top of the knee, as we say in Portugal. Very much really just last moment. Now, from Planet 29, which, as I mentioned, starts from 29th to the 22nd. we have the from Theo's the eyesore outfit. Don't ask me why it's called eyesore. I like it. I think it's a cute outfit.
I think it's cute. The egg purse cracks me up.
Yes, I like the egg purse.
It literally looks like a sunny side up egg. It's cute. I think it's very funny and playful.
I thought it was very fun. 350 linden to 1600, if I'm not mistaken.
But it's like nice and modest and hot still. You can wear that anywhere.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's always so hard sometimes to find clothes that are just not showing too much. And this is still modest, but it's still sexy.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Now, also, there's the green screen. From Just Tony, we have Froggo, a friendly animesh that goes on your head, or you can put on the ground. It's supposed to be green, not black.
That's cute.
It is cute.
It's a little frog, and it's supposed to be kind of happy, but the green screen turned it into a black, dark thing.
It looks
But you can get it
grumpy.
for 200
It
linden.
looks. You know what? This is great because for the creator, it gives them ideas for a future iteration of Froggo.
Yes,
Yes, there you
the
go.
dark Froggo.
Because I would love to see the green and see what it looks like, but I'm also really curious as to see what the black version would look like. Now that I've seen the black version, which is kind of
Now, 200 linden for an animesh friend. It sounds very good. So I'm curious on this one. Now, from a Nomad, we have the geometric sofa, both in PG and adult. Again, everything that is completely black is supposed to be green, as usual. Now, this goes from 229 to 429 for the adult version. I like this one. I gotta say, I found this one very interesting because I'm very much into the retro look. This is Planet 29, July 29th to August 22nd. Moving along. This one was a hard one. It is Uber. Uber started July 25th, ends August 22nd, and we all know how Uber is. It has so many things, so many incredible things. It is nearly impossible to just pick a couple of them, to just pick 3 out of the entire list.
wow.
Oh, that looks like a whole new way to bumper boat.
That looks fun. That really actually does look a lot of fun.
We started with Taco-chan from the 777 Motors and Slam. It is a fun water.
I think I read that
transportation
it has a can. Oh, it does have a cannon that shoots stuff.
Yes,
That's cool.
Shoots ink, an ink cannon right on the front. So you can make a fun game out of it. There's always something for the green screen to pick. This time is the single blackness Taco-chan over there on the corner. No, Taco-chan goes from 512 linden to 1373 for the fatback. Now, from MEIICA, we have Brick Summer, Backlog, and Poses. Starting at 512, ending at 1373. I just think this looks amazing. As usual with MEIICA.
It's really
It
pretty.
is a pretty backdrop.
It feels very like Greece in the summer.
Exactly. It does feel very much. They did an incredible job with it.
They really did.
Now,
I love the little table with the chairs and everything. It's cute.
yes. Last but not the least, from Stormcrow Store, the CBBG. This is a tiny little car for $29.99. I mean, I'm a sucker for a car with 3 wheels. Even though I am not supposed to be driving them because, according to Creamy, I'm a terrible driver.
In SL, I think everybody starts off as a really bad driver.
Yeah, especially
Yes.
if you're trying to drive in the continent roads. You get the lag once you move from sim to sim. In the sim crossings, you get that lag and just go to infinity and beyond.
My first time driving, I can't remember the name of the place, but they had their track kind of go in a loop all the way up like 1,000 meters or something. And in the center was a club and a shop. It was like a bar.
Oh,
And
no.
I managed to drive off of the edge and into the bar. That was my first driving experience in SL.
Oh, Howie. That's
The
like
best
my-
part
I-
would be if the bartender just turned to you and be, "What can I get you?" Just
I
like
know,
that.
right?
This is Uber from July 25th to August 22nd. And we have one last one. Sense event. Okay, this one appears to be looping. We have a good one. July 18th to August 8th. The summer special for Sense. So we start with a swimsuit from Beautiful Dirty Rich, the Adeline backless swimsuit. I just love the colors on this one. I think that's pretty much what brought me to it.
Very pretty.
This goes for 150 linden. Now from Geek Originals, we have the Kira sculpted wedges. They're just interesting stuff. 399 linden. And finally, from Optimus Race, the B6400 S-Real class series for 1500 linden. Classic car. That just looks like my house on the background almost. Maybe I should get one of these and drive it around. Okay, and that is it for Sense event. July 18th to August 8th. This one is almost coming to an end. That was it for events. Events are not everything, and Cat came out of a short hiatus and brought us something, didn't you, Katheryn? Hello, Katheryn? I hope we didn't lose her. Did we lose you too, Zella?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, Katheryn, can you hear it? Katheryn? I think she needed to step back, away from the keyboard a second. While we can't reach her, I'd like to move along to just one other thing. I know that Kat did her cat corner, but we also have a new outfit picked for crazy shopping. There we go. So, let's see it. want you to look at everything and pick the names. Because
I like
there
the
is
look.
quite a bit. Yeah. She usually does some really great stuff. And she gave us a lot of information this time. Hi, Katheryn. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was messing with my mic, and sure enough.
No worries.
I'm glad you returned.
Yes, we're glad to have you back. I love that book. I need to get me one of those.
I love the glove. The glove. I love the glove. Cute.
Yes, that is nice.
She just puts so many things on
Oh,
herself.
that's a
that
cute.
it's,
You know what? I never noticed that at Vision, and I have a card for them. Sounds like somebody's gonna go shopping after this.
Okay. That was a look for this time for Crazy Shopping from our very own Ariel. But as I was saying,
Great job, Ariel.
Katheryn, you have come out of a short hiatus, and you brought us
Yes.
something for this week's Cat Corner, right? Shall I roll the tape?
Roll tape.
Let's roll the tape. Wow, that was a lot.
Yes, so many great freebies, especially
Let's see.
from Drango.
Amazing stuff. Thanks, Katheryn.
Oh,
Thank you for the fantastic content there.
looking forward to bring more and finding stuff, and then maybe publishing a little more often. Hopefully, once a week.
Okay. We hope to see more of that. Now, I actually managed to poll for a seriously and a wish. They both come from the same person. It's from our friend Dolly Swanko. And seriously, this is not something that I would usually complain about that much. I don't think any of you two either, but she deals a lot with that community. And what Dolly has to point out is how come there's such a lack of events or location showcasing the anime heads. Everybody goes and showcases the new heads. They're all bomb and everything, but so are the new the most recent anime heads. And the community can only find them at their shops, basically. So she's just feeling a little bit left out on that front.
I think they're working to create more integrated events for non-human like avatars, such as like furries and the anime and tinies and things like that.
That'll be great. That'll be great to see.
They should, because I would love to see a furry dinky event, because dinkies have like the dinkies that I know have the coolest wardrobes ever.
Yes.
I know some dinkies from Drama Libre that are so talented. They make their own stuff, and oh my god, they have such talent for creating, mesh looks, like pirates and gowns, and I mean, just you name it, they can create a character just from, their own talent. And it's like it seems a shame not to be able to, promote that, because that's talent unseen and unappreciated.
That is true. So yes, we'd like to see more of that. More of that in events.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's fun. Sometimes you don't want to be human. Sometimes you want to be a dinky, or you want to be a furry, or you want to be,
And less
a wolf.
clubs discriminating against them. I notice like in certain club scenes they kind of get discriminated. It's like only human avatars can come, and so
Yeah, I
I would
know
like to
one
see
that
that
says
change.
that. And I feel like that's sad, because I mean, like, one of the clubs that I always go to, or the places that I really love the most, are all inclusive. They don't have restrictions on that stuff. They they invite you. It's come as you are, and you know get to know people, because at the end of the day, there's still there is a person behind that avatar. It doesn't, just because their outward appearance isn't necessarily what you expect, whether it's 4 legs or 2 legs or whatever, doesn't mean that there isn't a human being behind it. I've met some really cool, like, during the not fantasy fair, during the steampunk SL19B. I met some super cool avatars who came in as dragons and fairies and all sorts of stuff, and it was kind of just nice not to have that weird human tag all the time.
Yeah, it's a very common thing all around the steampunk community as well. It's great to see.
It really is. And I met one guy who even referred me to a really good creator to get a dragon avatar, because I was like so fascinated with how beautiful his avatar came out.
Well, now I wanna see Cat as a as a dragon.
Can you imagine?
Yes, the next episode, I think you two should be non-human avatars.
So that was our small rant for seriously. We want to see more inclusivity, more inclusivity. I cannot speak today when it comes to, yes, furry avatars, tinies, and anime as well on events. So those communities can also go and find what they want to find. Now, also from Dolly, we have a little bit of a Winnie Wish. And this one, I support this one. I subscribe my name right underneath it. Dolly was pointing out that when trying to find locations, as you know, we try to find places. A lot of the times, we try to look, where is it? Where are people around? Which of these places has enough traffic so that I can go there and I have a bit of a guarantee that I meet people. But that is not always the case. Why?
Yes.
Because traffic also counts all of those inactive avatars that are just standing there, AFK or bots, which are also still a frequent thing, having a bunch of bots completely outside of your club, somewhere in the ground just to make up traffic, stuff like that. So it would be great if somehow Linden Lab could not count all of those avatars, AFK avatars, bots, anything like that, for traffic at least. Because it becomes really, really hard to to figure out what are we doing. I'm going here because I want to talk to people, but there's no one. There's a bunch of people AFK.
Yeah, I mean, like, I went to Exhale once and it was like dead silence, and I was like, wow, that's really sad that the DJ and the well, actually not even the DJ, it's the host is the only one talking in the entire room, and you're supposed to have like 60 avatars there. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's a common thing, and it's a pity.
I think
So
that's where the social media really plays a good role in a lot of the communities that are around today, is through means like Discord or Facebook or Twitter. You can kind of communicate with each other and um, make it more interactive and plan group get-togethers more consistent.
mhm. Yeah, I guess it is more of an advantage there.
Yes.
I guess it would help,
I mean, there's
but
so many great things you can do in SL that people don't talk about. Like, there are now actual TVs that you can actually connect to games, like offline, online games. Like, we did a really cool, I did a really cool event with someone. She was just doing a get together with friends, and there were like 10 of us in the room, and
mhm.
we were playing games from Jack Games, which is like
Oh, Jackbox. Wait, you can
Jackbox
play
games.
Jackbox on
Yes.
Second Life now?
Yes, Jackbox is on Second Life if you want it. And I'm like thinking, that's so fun because it's totally interactive. You literally are playing with your phone and SL, and it really, gets you to connect with people because you're talking about different things. You're in voice, joking around about the different things that you're doing, whether it's, because there's a limited amount of games you can do in Jackbox because you're not physically seen, but
Yeah,
for the most part, there's definitely games you can totally do that are really fun.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's interesting.
There's so much that can be done on
Yeah, and
Second Life, and the fact is, uh, as a newbie, for example, you come in, you try to find a place, and you automatically assume I'm going to try to figure out where it says that there are more people, and you teleport there, and you find a bunch of AFK people. You teleport to another one, more AFK people. Of course, they're gonna start thinking that everything is dead. When it's not entirely the truth.
no. And it was cool because the person who's having the get together did it on a sim that was for Relay for Life. So it was an open sim that had been set up for like a month because they were doing entertainment on different stages at the sim, and they
Yeah.
had a whole section that had a TV where you could literally everybody all you had to do was click on it so you could see the screen for the Jackbox game, and you could use your, like I said, cell phone, whether it was Android or iPhone, and play along in the chairs. It was totally fun.
No, that is great stuff. You got to check on that.
We need to try something like that. Oh, and something I don't know that I don't know how many viewers are YouTubers or not, but Prima set out a YouTube challenge, and I have all the questions for it. And I would love to, since we're here and you're hostage, evil
No,
laugh.
I can't run away.
I would love to like maybe do between the three of us do maybe a session where we answer all the questions
Yes,
on the
that would be
on the YouTube rich, because this is specifically YouTube specific if you have a YouTube channel. So I made sure I got jotted down all the questions. Prima sent me an invite, and I misplaced my note card somehow. So, but I found them again, so which is great. So I did want to invite both of you to maybe do a session, and then post it live.
Yes, that would be fine by me.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Agreed.
So, and I'll send you guys the questions because I have them. It's not they're not too complicated.
Okay. Thank you. Now, speaking of things to do in Second Life, our buddy Nina there also with Dolly. She went on an adventure to a spooky place. And now, I want to point out the following segment that includes shooting and some gruesome monsters. So, just be aware. Here's a grid trip.
Silent Town, the other world. Are you a fan of horror? Do you enjoy the Silent Hill series of games? Then you must visit Silent Town. Silent Town, the other world is a horror experience created by Silent Hill fans for fans. With an accurate recreation of not only the Silent Hill environments but also the town map, you are invited to go on an adventure of discovery, fight for your life and escape this hellish town. Zombies, mutilated nurses and gruesome boss battles await you as you explore the hospital, school and many apartment buildings of this seemingly abandoned town. You are welcome to immerse yourself and roleplay as you wish, meaning combat is not mandatory, but will you survive without it? Take a step into the unknown and visit Silent Town, the other world.
That was Silent Town, a Silent Hill based experience, which I've actually visited before. It is very well done. Properly spooky. You have the whole zombie thing that you can shoot, and it is very faithful to the game, or the series of games.
It looks spooky. And I love that dress that the one person was wearing. That's actually an event exclusive, I believe at Midnight Order, the Chinese Ghost Bride.
Oh yes, 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 yes. We had a laugh for watching a Chinese ghost bride with a gun walking around. But it was a fantastic outfit as well for that, especially for a place like that. And Nina just decided she wanted to go around with only her purse and nothing else, no guns. Which is the thing, you can go around without guns. Question is, are you going to survive or not?
Guess a purse can be a weapon.
I guess the system doesn't really recognize it, but yes. Okay, so that was our grid trip. Now for this show, we still have one more segment, but I wanted to check with both of you if you feel there is anything else, anything new we should be including into the show. Anything that comes to mind or not? You are very welcome to just say no.
Not at the moment that I can think of.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add anymore.
I hear from Nina there is a promise to get relics from the past up and about soon again. Same thing with the Did You Know section. And I know that you probably have more things you would love to include on our Builder's Corner, Zella.
Yes, I would love to include things. I just need to find the time in my schedule, but I will
I know.
work towards that.
Well, whenever you can, no pressure here.
And if
But
I
would
ever
we-
find like furniture for Builder's Corner that's free, of course you know I'll bring it up.
Yes, thank you. But what we do have as well this time, because I've managed to reach out to a few, we have an SL artist. No.
Yay.
I want an intro. We do have an SL artist this time. And for this segment, what we have is Kitsune-chan. And I have to say, these are amazing pictures. Again, it's that anime style.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not only that. She does not only do pictures, she does video as well. We have a little video.
I love her
at
lighting.
the
The
end.
lighting is just perfection.
Yes,
It
the
is
lighting makes it
amazing.
pop.
It does. It's
And the things
beautiful.
with her videos is I don't know what kind of machine she's using. It has to be on fire
Wow.
because everything is just so smooth. I mean, look at that.
That's so
That is
cute. I love her
adorable.
little
It is
scrappy.
very cute.
It's so cute or what? I'm like dying. I half expect them to dance or something.
That is Kitsune-chan. Those were the 6 pictures / video that she picked. But she has a lot more. She does have little dancing videos. She also does ads for a couple of brands, and they are just absurd. Seriously. Absurd.
And
How do you
these
think,
are
Dolly, for
found on
introducing
Flickr?
me? Yes. There's a Flickr link, which we also will leave the link in the description. You can find her on Flickr. It is just amazing work. Incredible. So I suggest you go and visit Kitsune-chan. Now that was our artist for this week and our last segment for this week on a show that has already gone over 1 hour.
Wow.
Now, I want to thank Katheryn and Llewellyn. Thank you for being here. I want to thank Zella Fantastic. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And that's me, Zack Haiku. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.